Okay, so, I don't know how to do this. It's been a year since I had yes, hello. Hello. Uh, it's been a year since I had my double mastectomy. You can see that the scars are quite, prominent. I'm gonna explain this a little bit further. It was a really, nervous experience for me. Like, nervous and excited. I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. And then when I finally got to wear a shirt for the first time without having like a binder on or that kind of corset binder that they give you, just to have things held in place. Thanks, Border, because everyone wants to see your ass. I don't know, it just... Don't sit where I'm cats. So, when I... distraction. When I finally put a shirt on for the first time, I don't know, it felt right, and things kind of just felt whole and like at peace, and I finally felt better about myself. Overall, the pain wasn't too bad. It was just kind of uncomfortable. I mean, I managed to keep on top of things, and my pain tolerance is quite high, so it wasn't too bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. Personally, I've had a lot worse pain experiences than that. So, yeah, all in all, not too bad, but for somebody else, you know, it could be really, really painful. What else? Right. So, the reason my scars are quite prominent and why they're quite thick, I kind of ripped open the scars. Nobody to blame but myself. Generally, you're not supposed to lift things above your head for a little while. I just kind of ignored all of the doctor's orders. Thanks, Boulder. He wants to be the center of attention at the moment. I know, I'm not paying attention to you. So, I kind of did things that I wasn't really supposed to. Are you gonna sit on my lap or what? Come on. So, when the doctor says, like, don't lift things, for a certain amount of time, don't push yourself. Thanks, Boulder, because everyone wants to see your butthole. It's exactly what they want to see. So yeah, that's why my scars are quite prominent. Did it hurt when I ripped it open? Yeah, it did. Probably more so than the pain I was initially feeling, but it wasn't too bad. It was manageable. I just kind of had to remember that I can't do everything at once and to take things slowly. I have a tendency to just kind of push myself and keep going. Around, like, maybe, like, 6 to 8 months, I could kind of start to, like, have my arms above my head again, but it was still difficult to lift things without kind of, like, a tugging sensation. And now after a year, I can fully lift things. I'm slowly working on regaining my strength where I can lift things above my head. I'm not really getting much of the tugging sensation anymore. Every now and then, if I move in a weird kind of position or lift something in a weird way, I might get like a slight tug, but it's not it's not really anything. It doesn't hurt. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, right, I had surgery. Just a little reminder, I guess, of things that happened. So now that I've kind of healed, that's my next step, is getting myself back on track with everything. 2020 has been a really sucky year, so there's been a whole lot of crap going on, to say the least. So, it's kind of my events on everything. I mean, I got my wisdom teeth out. I had a jaw infection. I think that was worse than my double mastectomy. To be perfectly honest, really was not fantastic afterwards, and healing and stuff. But I think that's just because I had infection. Yeah. So, 1 year being post-op of my double mastectomy. Yes, I am aware I do not have nipples. That is a personal choice. I didn't really find it necessary. I don't really have a use for them, and I'm getting a tattoo to cover it up anyway. I don't really care about the thick scars. Yeah, they're really noticeable, and people ask questions, but I'm getting a tattoo to cover them up, so who cares? I can just say I had a cool accident, or, you know, make up some story or whatever. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't really feel like much has happened, but then I kind of look back at what has happened, and a lot has changed. It's now been like 3 years on hormone replacement therapy, 1 year post-op. And I'm pretty much where I'm at, where I want to be in terms of like transitioning. I mean, I'll think about other stuff later, but it's kind of in the back of my head at this point. In the grand scheme of things, I pass, and you know, my chest is gone. So yeah, just keep in mind, if you are going through this process, everyone's different, everybody heals differently, and my experience isn't going to really encompass what you're going to go through. My results aren't going to encompass what somebody else's results have been, purely for the fact that I pushed myself way too hard and ripped open my scars, and that's that. All in all, I think the surgeon did a really good job. I went with Dr. Ives. There's only like a couple here in Victoria that you can go to. But no, he seemed like a really nice doctor, and aftercare was pretty good, so I'm not complaining. I mean, yeah, better than pretty much every other procedure that I've had and probably will get. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Not really much else I can say. I mean, if you have any questions, kind of ask them, and I'll happily answer them, but otherwise, that's me. More updates. See ya.